What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and I have a very simple and valid question. I want to know, can we have an Assassin's Creed game with a female lead? And a follow-up question, would you play it? Now, this is coming on the heels of a lot of controversy that I'm seeing so far. We know that it's a possibility, not written in stone, but a possibility that Kassandra will be joining us in Assassin's Creed Valhalla in a third DLC or event. Now, we all know Kassandra is from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They're making it so that she is the canon eagle bearer, and a lot of people are upset. Now, there's good reason. Some people, they have Alexios as their eagle bearer. Others did play as Kassandra, whether they were male or female, only because it may have been canon, or they just like the character's voice better, or a myriad of other reasons why they chose Kassandra. But in any case, we still have people who chose Alexios, and when we get to that DLC or that event, we're going to see that Alexios was not the canon eagle bearer. Possibly. And the reason that I say this is because we don't know what else is going to be added in the game yet. This is still way far off. So it's a possibility that they may give us the choice. They may give us an option to choose which was our eagle bearer. And for starters, they started with Kassandra. But Kassandra is canonically the eagle bearer, which means that if they were to make a cartoon series, if they were to make an actual live action movie based on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, then Kassandra would be the character that we see, with Alexios being Deimos. Now, I'm not saying let's rewrite everything and whatnot. I'm not saying that that's correct or wrong. I'm not telling you to go back and play Assassin's Creed Odyssey as Kassandra. That is not what I'm doing. What I want to know is, can we have an Assassin's Creed video game, open world, the way that they've been made, and play with just a female character in the lead? Now, we've seen other video games where there is a female protagonist. We've seen Tomb Raider. We've seen Horizon Zero Dawn. We've seen plenty of others, and they have the female lead. Honestly, it doesn't take away, obviously, from the gameplay or anything like that. It doesn't make the gameplay worse. It doesn't make me feel weird when I'm playing the game. There are a lot of excuses some people have for, not selecting the female. And, I mean, the choice is yours. But in a game where the woman is the protagonist, how do you feel about that? Now, we did have Assassin's Creed Liberation, in which Aveline was the female lead, was the only lead. And in all honesty, it really wasn't that bad. The only problem was that it wasn't open world, and it was a very short adventure because it was a PlayStation Vita game originally. We also have the side scroller, in which Xiao Jun is the lead assassin. She is the main protagonist. But again, this is a side scroller. This is not what we're used to as far as Assassin's Creed. It's not an open world game. It's not even a partially open world game, kind of like the Ezio trilogy or everything that came before Origins. Now, we've heard details that they were supposed to use Aya as the main character for Assassin's Creed Origins, which honestly would have made a lot of sense, because for some reason it's almost like the game was written for her. Like, by the time you get to the end, it almost seems like she is the one that created the whole brotherhood idea. She becomes Amunet. She actually assassinates Caesar, and there's all these other things that go along with it, where she basically took the lead, but Bayek has the credit for it. So now, my question again, can this be done? Can we have an open world game? Would you have felt differently if Assassin's Creed Origins was actually about Aya rather than Bayek? I would have played it either way, but I want to know, how do you guys feel? Because there is a lot of controversy over this. Now, Odyssey, Kassandra is supposed to be canonically the lead, and in Valhalla, the female Eivor is supposed to be the lead. Believe it or not, she is canonically the character. And the reason I say that is because she's the reincarnation of Odin. That's what goes on. As you play through the game, you will see that even male Eivor will say, if you ever make it to Valhalla, tell them that Shield Maiden Eivor sends you. Why would he call himself a Shield Maiden? There's other dialogue like that that kind of treats him in the effeminate, and it would only make sense that that is the canonical character, honestly. But for some reason, we're not doing this where we have a pure female lead, and we keep doing this stuff where we end up kind of sort of giving you an option and telling you later, oh, this person is canonically the protagonist. So, to me, that just doesn't make a lot of sense, especially lately. You're going to give us the choice, but then you're going to take the choice away from us and tell us that this character is or is not canonically the Eagle Bearer, the Wolf Kiss, whatever going forward. I don't know why we're continuing that tradition, and I do see where a lot of people are just saying, give us the female lead assassin character, but I'm asking you, can that be done? I believe it can. Yes, I believe it can. I believe that you can have a female lead. I don't care what the lead is, as long as it's a good story. I have said time and time again, during live streams and during other videos, I've constantly said, I don't care if the character, and this is not just for Assassin's Creed, this is for all kinds of games. I do not care if the character is a black Jewish female, who's lesbian and, has a particular tic, is handicapable, they're in a wheelchair or something like that. I do not care if that is the main character. Number one, as long as it makes sense. Number two, as long as there is no agenda. Number three, if you're going to remind me that that is what this person is, you got to have a reason. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me that someone, like in a wheelchair who's black, Jewish, and whatever, a female, don't tell me that they are this religion and, it has no purpose. It could be a mention, kind of like in The Last of Us 2, Dina mentions that she's Jewish, and I thought that was pretty cool because the world is ending, and here she is, seeing, like the scrolls that they go and they look through in their religion and everything. And I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, wow, they didn't harp on it. They didn't go crazy with it. They didn't make it like a massive deal and everything. But it was an interesting footnote. As long as they don't do something like that, I could see whatever you do working. So, what are your thoughts? Let me know that in the comments below. Do you think that a female lead could, work in an Assassin's Creed game? Obviously, it's worked in many other games. So, what is your take on that? Do you think that Assassin's Creed is just trying too hard, where they're giving us the selections, and then they go back and they kind of retcon the selection, the choice, and everything like that? Because I don't believe that that's fair. To me, that's kind of ridiculous. Just let us know from the gate, hey, look, this is what's going on. And I'll be okay with it. But I want to hear your thoughts. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one. And until then, you know how we're going to end this, definitely on a Yayi.
Yayi!